What I'd like to do right now is give you a holistic overview of reflexive. What does reflexive mean and when should we use it? Now, at the most basic level, reflexive are words that use the may, te, say, no, say. Probably most commonly, seeing may, te, say, no, say in front or in back of a word means you're doing it to yourself or for yourself. Why would they need that? Well, let's consider that Spanish is based on religion, and religion is based on serving others. So in America, if I say, wow, this morning I shaved, Americans hearing me say that will assume I shaved myself. But culturally and linguistically in Mexico, if I walk into a group and say this morning I shaved, there's an expectation that I shaved somebody else. So anytime I do something to myself or for myself in Mexico, I have to put an extra word to show I'm not doing this for others, I'm doing this for myself. Let's look at 4 examples. Yo hablo con Paco. I speak with Paco. My speaking is for Paco. Yo me hablo. I talk to myself. Notice, the me shows I'm not doing this for the benefit of others. I'm doing this to myself or for myself. Number 3, tú miras a las chicas. You watch the girls. Now notice, number 4 has the te. Tú te miras. That means you look at yourself or you watch yourself, like maybe you're watching yourself in a mirror. Now, part 2. Reflexive pronouns like me, te, say, no, say can also mean that people are doing something to each other or for each other. Example, Enrique y Maria se besan. Enrique and Maria kiss each other. Okay? If I just said Enrique y Maria besan, the expectation would be they would be kissing other people. But if I put a say there, they're kissing each other. Hold it. Didn't you just say means oneself? Well, say means oneself or each other. Las chicas se hablan. The girls talk to each other. If I just say las chicas hablan, we expect them to be talking to other people. But if I put a say, it means they talk to each other. So remember, up here, say meant oneself, and down here it means each other. And number 7, mis amigos y yo nos ayudamos. My friends and I help each other. So, me, te, say, no, say can mean oneself, and me, te, say, no, say can also mean each other. So is that it, Mr. Holt? No, there's one more, at least one big category left. Reflexive pronouns, me, te, say, no, say, can also mean to get or to become. Okay? Example, yo me pongo nervioso. It looks like I put myself nervous, but it translates I get nervous or I become nervous. Okay? So, that me does not mean myself. It doesn't mean to each other. It means to get or to become. Number 9, ellos se ponen tristes. It doesn't mean they put themselves sad, and it doesn't mean they put each other sad. It means they get sad or they become sad. And number 10, nosotros nos ponemos furiosos. We get furious or we become furious. So, me, te, say can mean oneself. Me, te, say can be translated each other, to each other, for each other. You can also change the translation into get or become. Now, 4th, those little reflexive words, me, te, say, no, say, can also change the meaning of a word completely. So, a word like comer can mean one thing when it's not reflexive, means to eat. But if you add the me, te, say, it means to gobble it up. Let me give you a few examples. Number 11, ella come la comida. She eats the food. Then I'm going to add the reflexive pronoun se. Ella se come la comida. She gobbles up the food. It doesn't mean she eats herself, which would be weird. It doesn't mean she eats herself the food. By making reflexive, it translates or changes the meaning into she gobbles up the food. Yo duermo. I sleep. Yo me duermo looks like I sleep myself, but it actually means I fall asleep. Ella va a la tienda means she goes to the store. Ir means to go, so voy, vas, va, vamos, van means I go, you go, he goes, we go, they go. But if you make it reflexive, ella se va de la tienda, it means she leaves the store. So yo voy means I go. Yo me voy means I leave. So making it reflexive, change the meaning. So we've got oneself, each other, to get, to become, or change the meaning of the word. And in fairness, I have to mention this last one. Fifth, and finally, sometimes reflexive makes no sense at all. Here's an example that has always bothered me. To eat breakfast is desayunarse. It's reflexive. But to eat lunch is not reflexive. To eat dinner is not reflexive. Eating a snack is not reflexive. So my question is, why the heck is eating breakfast considered reflexive when eating everything else is not considered reflexive? So hopefully that answers more questions than it raises.